aware because of the current centenary year, the 1913 Dublin lockout is the most famous industrial dispute in Irish history, immortalising Labour leader Jim Larkin and businessman William Martin Murphy. Well, over the next 2 minutes 43 seconds, I'm going to be talking to you about a specific aspect of the 1913 lockout which interests me, and that is the use of visual imagery in the Irish Labour press at the time. Beginning on the right with Larkin's own Irish Worker newspaper, the official paper of his trade union at Liberty Hall in Dublin. Like Larkin, the Irish Worker was very direct and very vitriolic in attacking all perceived enemies of the working class, which in September 1913 meant William Martin Murphy, seen here in a famous cartoon as an evil vulture perched on the gates of his South Dublin mansion while the workers of Dublin were battened off the streets by the Dublin police. As well as using front page cartoons, Larkin also liked to use photographs of children during the lockout, reinforcing the emotive child-related propaganda of the Irish Worker elsewhere in its pages. But it's important to note that in 1913 there was two other Irish Labour newspapers on the scene, the Liberator and the Toiler, both edited by trade union foes of Larkin. In the Liberator, you'll see on the right, editor Bernard Doyle was very fond of giving Larkin a taste of his own cartoon medicine. You'll see him here in an October 1913 cartoon being confronted by the grim reaper of poverty, who congratulates him on the great harvest they've had together. And the implication is that Larkin has grown filthy rich at the expense of socialist dupes who believe in him and his corrupt trade union. The Toiler newspaper, meanwhile, saw editor P.J. McIntyre use different types of visual imagery. For example, on the left, you have the Liverpool marriage certificate that was republished on the front page several times, purporting to show Larkin as a Protestant who was posing as a Catholic in Ireland, even though the marriage cert was the completely wrong James Larkin. On the other side, you can see the photographic campaign that the Toiler ran throughout 1913-14, speculating if Larkin was the son of a notorious 19th century Fenian informer named James Carey. The main evidence on display was that Carey, much hated, had been a tall man with a real beard, whereas Larkin was a tall man photographed during the lockout wearing a fake beard. So, to sum up, in 1913-14 you have three Labour newspapers in Ireland, not just recording the great industrial unrest at the time, but also very much participating in it, and all three newspapers using the great effect visual imagery. Thank you.